Thanks first for joining us. Whether you are an e-commerce brand or a SaaS company, you're all of you entering in a very big and very intense part of the year. So first, before start, I'm pretty happy to co-host this session with Camille, our head of customer success at Crisp. So Camille, she works with hundreds of companies and from SaaS growing to e-commerce brands. And then, yeah, she helps them a lot to streamline their support, to optimize their workflow. So I guess definitely she is the very good person to end this session today. But as said, right now we are mid-November. You know, mid-November means that the next weeks would be a huge part for you of your revenue, maybe your customer satisfaction and your team's energy. We know that. And high season means for us high expectations. For e-commerce, it could be about delivery questions, refunds, stock issues, or maybe last-minute shoppers. For SaaS, it could be about onboarding. It could be about feature questions or renewal critical conversations. So today, different business, but same challenge. And today, your support is about to be under a massive pressure. That's why we want to be here. That session is going to give you clarity structure to leverage exactly what you need to do. All right. So let's go a bit deeper in details. And after, Camille will handle this. What you will get from this session today. 3 concrete takeaways. First, a proven framework. So a clear, repeatable method to help dealing with spikes. Then a chatbot template. So you will get that after the session. You can ask, but of course you get that JSON file. And of course, last but not least, a Crisp AI checklist. So during those 35 minutes, we will go through all those points, and I hope that you will enjoy it. And please do not hesitate again to ask any question in the chat. I'll be happy to reply. Enjoy your session.
Okay, thank you for this introduction, Romain. This is great. And yeah, so high season indeed for the end of this year, end of every year, and massive communications from your customers for this period. So let's dive into how we have to deal with them in this context. So yeah, what our customers have been experienced during this time is a higher number of tickets, so around 60% per teams, and of course an increase of the response time. Why is that? Is that because most of the time you don't take more people inside your team, you don't onboard more persons to handle these numbers of tickets. So everyone's under pressure. The customers are under pressure, are less patient, and you can have a decrease of your customer satisfaction. So our end game here will be to absolutely avoid this kind of thing. You can't avoid the increase of tickets, and even that you can. We do have some features that can help you, but for the time response, you can do something. You can also handle the pressure on your agents and the customer satisfaction. So good things, no problem. This can be handled very, very easily. Okay, can we? Yep. So what's the mindset you need to have to absorb all this? You tend to have more repetitive questions. Those are the one that you already know that will happen. That's why using FAQ articles, different features like overlay or the bot, things like that, you'll be, no worries, we'll dig in deeper into it. But those features will allow you to absorb those repetitive questions, the one that you know already that you will have. So you can already train your AI on this. You can also keep the queue under control, and how to do this, you can absolutely use the still, but also create sub inboxes to keep something very slick and very easy in the eyes, and less pressure on your agents. And yeah, all this is designed to let your agent to have more time to handle the more complex tasks, and not even the more complex, but taking more time with the valuable task, the one that your user need deeper look into it, having a real advice, being very valuable work, and just when how can I do this, or how can I change the color of my set, or how is this product still available? Those very short questions like that can be handled automatically, and so you can focus on more valuable things. So yeah. Okay, thank you, Romain. So again, how Crisp AI and Crisp can handle those this massive load of conversation, this chaos. I just talked about it. AI with overlay that can deflect. The aim here is really to deflect conversations. So those conversations will not even come as a conversation. Your user will be able to have their answer even before asking it. AI, but of course, having the AI to take over the conversation and try to have the best answer possible, so your user don't have to continue to ask the same question, etc. So you can have this conversation under control without the input of any human here. And of course, sub inboxes, so you can have all those deflected conversation inside a sub inbox. So you can also, for example, having your conversation on a certain topic that is on a sub inbox, and keep things very organized. Okay, as organization is really key. Okay, AI playbook for this. All right, so let's dive into something more practical. First things first, you need to train the AI. Why? Because without any training, AI is not really good to anyone. So you absolutely need to add the more data sources as possible, using the answer snippets, using well-written help desk articles, having lots of content, so your AI can have the best data to use for your customers' questions. Of course, enabling overlay. It's just enable overlay, because this is very plug and play. You just need to take this feature, and if your AI is well trained, it can do miracles. It can also answers various questions. You can enforce it to even have access to overlay before having access to the chat. So yeah, the idea here is to prevent user to just say hi and not answer anymore. Really take them to have to try to find themselves the answer, use the AI to get the answer from themselves, like this. No worries, in a few minutes we will see how it looks and how your user can use it. Sorry. Okay, of course, the routing rules. Routing rules are very valuable in this kind of times because you can create rules to send to the right operator. If, let's say, you have operators that are very trained on something or they are experts on something else, you can route those conversations directly to those persons. You can also use the routing rules to route the conversation directly to the right sub inbox, so you can have a first um, uh, a first way to rearrange the conversation in the right places. And finally, yeah, sub inboxes. You can use after using the routing rules and the sub inboxes that you can use even manually or automatically like this. Of course, we have several ways to do it, using a rule, using the bot, and manually photos. So yeah, that's the menu here. So very little things to do, but can have a big impact to your productivity, your user satisfaction, and your team peace of mind. Okay, I think that's time. It's demo time, right? Am I right, Romain?
Yes, you're totally right, and I guess that people are looking forward to seeing the JSON, the chatbot, and how to pretty easily implement this on Crisp. So yes.
Absolutely. So let's dive into it. I'll share my screen. Okay, and
Let me just stop sharing mine.
sure. Okay, let's go. Right. Okay, so first things first, what we said is that training AI. Let's go back here. Let's train our AI. Here you have AI automations and you have the data sources. Those are very, very, very important. You can't, it's just simply like this. You can't use AI if you don't have any sources, because this AI, for security reasons, etc., it's not connected to the worldwide internet. So you need to feed it your sources. Okay, so of course your knowledge base articles, knowledge base, or previously known as help desk, you can here link directly all your articles. So very plug and play. You just need to click here and boom, it's done. Same goes for the inbox messages. Why it's really important for this is that the AI will have access to all the conversation, which is very precious, because everything that your user asked and more your company replied is very valuable. The way you're replying, the tone of voice, etc., can be even captured by AI. All right, let's go to the web content. Web content is very plug and play as well. You just need to enter your domain and it's done. Also, if you have, like we do, several domains with subdomains like this, you can link them here as well. Finally, almost finally, the data importer. So it's for all the document you have. So CSV, PDF, or TXT. Those can be directly imported here. And finally, something that I really love, and I think that is really, really important, are the answer snippets. Why? Because, for example, is every questions and answers that you handle from A to Z, and it's not available for your customers. So basically, it's all the data that you need your AI to have access to, but you don't really need your customers or your users to have access to it. Let's say, for example, everyone's nightmare, refunds or discounts. What's the biggest discount I can apply? What are your how do you have the refund, etc. All this can maybe be available on your website, but let's be honest, it's not showcasing everywhere. So you need your AI to have more information, how to handle this, what to explain, why, etc. And all this can be very well explained, very in an extensive way, so your AI can answer the best way possible on this.
Camille?
Yeah.
Would you mind just to, there is a question from rules about how to categorize like a snippet.
It's really easy. You create your category. Let's go into this. Oops. Here, I can create my own snippet. Let's say, for example, how to handle refunds. Okay. Here, I can create my answer. This is how. Oops. And yeah, I can use I can use this. I can create a group, for example, refund, and I create my group. Okay, so it's really easy to handle. It's basically maybe you already use them. They are very, very useful. You already use the shortcuts, maybe those ones right here. Oopsie. Oops. Those message shortcuts right here. Maybe you already use them. It's basically exactly the same way to use them, but it's shortcuts for AI. It's automatically displayed, but yeah. Does it answer your question?
Perfect. Yes, thanks.
Amazing. All right, so next, overlay. So it's right here, and it's very easy to use. So this is just, okay, want to use overlay, and I just have to click and to use this. It's so easy that this is how to use it. I can search right here. I have several questions that are already in display. What's your pricing? Here we have directly all the pricings. We have also the different sources, etc. So in this case, your customer have directly his answer to his question. It doesn't have to get back to open a conversation and create more conversation with your customers, with your agents. This is really, really useful, and also so easy to handle. It's literally the most easy feature you can implement. And if you want to force your customers to first have overlay before being able to send a message, boom, just need to click here, and this is what will happen. Okay. Oops. Just yep. Up. What's going on? Nope. Here. Nope. I'm right there. What did I do? Okay. Okay, perfect. Don't know what it didn't take it, but here we go. And now it's always the demo effect. Right here, boom. I have now my overlay opening right here. Okay, now I have to take a search before how to use Crisp. Okay, this is all right, and now my user can contact the support, but he has to do a search firstly, and being able to take the question first. All right, next. Once we have the best data sources possible, that our customer needs to take responsibility and find its own answer by himself using overlay. So at this point, what we can do now, using a bot, of course. And for example, so Don't be alarmed. This is pretty simple. Let's dive into what happens in this scenario. First thing first, your user is sending a message. What we want to do is directly move this conversation to a sub-inbox, the sub-inbox that will be automated. Now, what we want to do is to understand what message your user is sending. What is it doing? Well, what we are doing here is evaluate the intent. What is it? Is evaluate the intention behind the message. So not exact patterns of what the user is writing, but understanding the idea behind the sentence. How we are doing it. It's using AI, and we are creating a prompt. This prompt, for example, we are doing it. I can create one, for example, new intent. Let's say bot. Okay, I want the customer wants to continue with a bot. Okay, so this is how it's working. You create the name of the intent and you create the prompt. So, for example, here my user wants to speak to a human. For example, in case you have a SaaS, your user wants to request a refund. He wants to end his subscription. Or, for example, in case of you having an e-commerce, your user wishes to return the product, or, for example, or whatever. So now we just need to create the different branches with the different scenarios in there. Let's take a quick look on the return for e-commerce. In this case, okay, what's your idea, the idea of your order? And here, what's almost magical is that you can feed all this data directly inside your user's profile. Let's take here. Wrong example. We don't have any data here, but let's take mine should be here. Okay. Here I have we'll just open. I will open a new conversation. So right here, perfect. Here I can get all these informations directly inside my my panel. So when you have an operator getting back to it, in this case, you already have those information. You don't have to get back to the customer, ask again, and have so many back and forth like this. This way, you already have all these informations. So, of course, something else that you can do is to get back. Okay, did it answer did it answer? Do you have another question, or do you want to talk to an agent? Okay. That you need a human to have an interaction. So you have your AI to take all the right information. Then after have the AI to have the agent take the lead. Next, in the case of you have a SaaS and the user wants to cancel, in this case, I need to react quickly. What do you want to do? Please, do you want to book a consultation with a CSM, CSM, not CMS? Okay, that's good. But okay, also, or maybe you want. In this case, you can automate everything, having a way to have your user to take directly from the scenario, take the meeting directly, or also get back like this. Once your user took this meeting, you can, this conversation's back to the main inbox, and you can also clear the conversation, resolve the conversation, the meeting is taken. All right, next, you want to talk to a human, no worries. In this case, you can have something, you can add a segment. You can also decide to move to a main inbox or another sub inbox. Okay, you can check that custom data, the one that we just checked here. Those can be checked as well. And also something else that was the first part, using your AI intents, and also classic way to use the bot with the blocks and the scenarios like this. So that's why I wanted to go a bit quickly on this, because this is a huge feature. And if you have any more questions regarding bot and scenarios like this, please don't hesitate to get back to our support. They are here to help you. So yeah. Parenthesis done. Let's going back to dive into it and to dive into the magic reply block. It's so very plug and play as well, because here, this is where everything happens. You just put it here and it will generate an answer to your original user question. That's the most magical. But yeah, you can use different type of data sources if you want to use only one source in particular. But the best, in my opinion, the best is to have all the data sources, because you have different informations, different ways to handle it. Having those running in symbiosis like this can be, it's the best to have the most complete answer possible. You can also use the answer quality. The higher is the best, but if you just start, you want to have always answer to your questions, you can use a balanced way, or even no qualified way, if you want the AI to always answer. Maybe for team that have very few conversation, or if you're just starting and you need to feed lots of data, you can use those to start. And yeah, those can be also ignoring greetings or enclosed questions, so you don't have too much noises around using AI. And the most important thing here is inside the advanced options, of course, is that where you can add a system prompt for the AI to have a way to how it needs to answer. Who are you? What kind of tone? What the questions that you can answer to? How to format the answers. So here is really a way to answer the best as possible, and using only automations. Now, those after, what you can do is to always be in between blocks like this, is to update the conversation state and resolve the conversation, because the more open conversation, unresolved conversation you have, and the more frustrating and difficult it is for your agents to know where to go and which one needs to be answered. If your user has its answer, yes, my issue is resolved. In this case, boom. Okay, you just need to resolve the conversation, and that's done. Okay, so around bot, this is next. Also ways to going further with the scenario, and if you need if you want to have this scenario, we can I think we can send you the JSON file. There's no problem. Yeah, and last but not least, I told you about the sub inboxes. So why it's really important is that creating sub inboxes is to have a main inbox very slick. That's okay. That's for your support agents to handle. Those have been automated, and it's all resolved, all good. But you can also having more structure in it. You can create a new sub inbox. Let's say, for example, Kunoe. You can, of course, change on what you want. We have already automation. Satisfied customers, because we always talk about the ones that are not satisfied, but here let's focus on the satisfied ones. I can have my sub inbox public or private. Let's say that I want it to be public, and now we have the filtering solution. What we can do, it will be maybe on conversation either segment or conversation datas, because this is something that we are tracking on our team, that this person, this customer done a great review. In this case, okay, my data is review and good. Okay, so now each time we have the good review inside Crisp. In this case, boom, we'll have this conversation going into this sub inbox, and I can follow up, asking him to review my my website, and had asking him to go, okay, you are very satisfied. Do you want to, can you put a review inside Trustpilot or a G2, etc., etc. So take advantage of this. I think that that's about it, just to having you understand that all this is pretty simple and not very technical. Everyone can do it, but it can have a huge impact on your team, huge impact on your team, your agent, and your customers, the user satisfaction, and everything. Here we are also in facing on high season and big loads. But this is you can still use this all year round. That's what we are doing, and this is how we can absorb most some conversation, having our support team continuing to work on the most complicated or valuable cases. And yeah, so this is just a way to show you that you can handle those high seasons, but this is also okay to use it to use all year round.
Okay, thanks, Camille. It was pretty precious. Maybe last question
Sure.
before ending this. Was the question from Jules. She was asking how we can do. I mean, if you could go, sorry, deeper in details about the example you shared about ratings, like ratings, satisfied customers, because she would love to see like a sample or how to detect a good review. Maybe it could be kind of based on the rating that the person could share on Crisp.
Yeah, but in this case, you will need to use API and go a bit deeper. Maybe that wasn't the easiest example here, but yeah, this will require to use API and to go a bit deeper on this to get this information. But no worries, if you have someone to help you in your team, developer, etc. No worries, our support can also help you, giving you the right routes for API of our API to implement this.
Okay, amazing. So now my turn to just to conclude, just to let you know that, of course, you will get all that deck presentation right after that session. It has been recorded. You'll get the JSON as well as an example. It has to be customized based on your use case. And if we could sum it up, is here are the different actions that you could go, like put a quick audit, from then activate, as said, overlay and or AI chatbot. It could be multi-channel again. Then define and categorize and route by using some sub-inboxes. And by doing this just before going live, you can just do some checks. And of course, as the improvement has to be a continuous thing, you can as well keep working on this. I hope that all of you enjoyed that session and then now you have a better and clearer overview that it helped you a lot. Thanks again, Camille, for that masterclass. It has been really cool. And I wish you just a pleasant day and keep you posted as Unleash. We'll have other sessions coming, so please stay tuned. We'll keep that format. I think that it's something you like, and if you have any feedback, please share those to us. We are super excited about how to improve things. Have a nice day, and hope to talk to you soon.